Hello, it's now Monday. As you can see, I've got a dog sleeping on my lap. I'm here in the recliner with my foot elevated again. I just finished a work day, so I need to be able to do this because when I'm at my desk, I can kind of elevate my foot, but not as much, and I have a boot on during the day, so it just feels good in the evening to take it off and elevate my foot, ice my foot, all that fun stuff. I'm now on page 140 of Cackle. I'm really enjoying it. Annie ends up meeting this woman named Sophie, and a lot of strange things start happening. They become friends, but she's noticing that everyone else in town seems scared of Sophie. They're nice to her, but they seem scared of Sophie. And then she discovers that Sophie is a witch, and I'm not sure where this is going. Is it that Annie's a witch too and she doesn't know it and Sophie's going to initiate her? Is it kind of like a Hansel and Gretel kind of story where the witch is actually wicked and trying to like get her to do something? Or she keeps calling her pet, so I'm wondering if she's going to try to turn her into a pet. I don't know. There's so many different directions it could go. Now Sophie also doesn't have a love interest in her life, and she's been single for a long time. I think she's over 100 years old, but she doesn't look like it, right? Because she's a witch. And she did make a comment about how she has no interest in ever dating a man again, which then makes me wonder, is this going to turn into a love story between Sophie and Annie? I just don't know. There's so many directions it could go. And I'm not going to tell you where it ends up going because I don't want to spoil the book for you. But it's just the way this author writes is very cozy and soothing. I love the way she describes things, the different places they go, the different food they eat, that kind of thing. And I think just that in and of itself makes it worth reading, that nice cozy feeling. But she just has such a fun way of writing too. It's not just cozy, it's fun, it's funny, it's a very enjoyable read. And I really like Annie, which, I wouldn't say that I find most characters to be unlikable, but I don't know that many of them are likable either. They're just kind of bland for me, most characters, it seems like. And I don't even mind an unlikable character. There's plenty of unlikable characters that I end up really liking, and I think it's realistic to have unlikable characters because, well, I think there's a lot of unlikable people in the world. I hate to say that. It sounds so negative, but there are a lot of people that in one way or another aren't the most likable people. Olive officially makes the rounds now. This little roundabout. She just runs around it over and over and over again. Olive. There she is. There's Olive. You saying hi? You left your teddy bear over here. This is her new teddy bear. just ate my dinner and I'm watching my favorite hockey team, the Tampa Bay Lightning, in the season opening game against the Rangers. And I had forgot that it was on. And I came in, I turned it on, and within 1 minute of turning on the game, my favorite hockey player scored and tied the game. But this guy, he is my spirit animal. He has been injured multiple times and he pushes through it. He fights really hard to get back as soon as he can. He's one of those hardcore people that works hard in the summer during his off time to be the best athlete he can. He's got a lot of different coaches that he pays for all kinds of different things. He's always trying to make himself better. And he just inspires me so much. So with all this weight that I lost in the last year, whenever I don't feel good or I don't want to go to the gym, my husband always says, "What would Steven Stamkos do?" And I'm like, "Okay, fine, I'm going." And I think we all need a role model like that. We all need somebody that we look to help keep us motivated. And for me, that is this guy right here. I'm so excited to see him score right away like that. Between shifts and during the commercials and during the intermissions, I am reading my book. I am so close to being done. I'm on page 245, so I only have 45 pages left. I just finished Cackle and I loved it. I thought it was so good. It was a great book. I wasn't sure if I thought it was a thriller or not until the end, and then there were a couple moments that felt thriller-ish. It was magical. It was sweet. There was times where it was kind of like, what's going on? I loved Annie. I thought she was a wonderful character. She was flawed. All the characters were flawed, and I love that. It just feels so much more realistic that way. And one of the things I really love about this book is she grew as a person during the book. There's something very appealing about books where the protagonist has personal growth throughout the book. My favorite character was Ralph. He is a familiar that is a spider. I just think that'd be kind of cool because spiders can go anywhere. I would think they'd be able to listen to conversations and come back and maybe report back, or not be as noticed as some of the other familiars. They could go with you all kinds of different places. But this was just such a cute, cozy book. I think it's absolutely wonderful. So good. And now I'm about to watch my witchy movie. I wanted to watch a movie I haven't seen before, and I'm going to be watching The Love Witch. I started watching The Love Witch. I don't know if it's the movie for me. It's just not doing anything for me, which is surprising because it's got really good ratings, but I just wasn't feeling what it was dishing out. So tomorrow I'll try to watch Eve's Bayou and see how that goes. Sorry, it's so bright behind me. This lamp is supposed to emulate the sun, and it does. So I just started reading Frankenstein. I'm on the introduction, so I haven't started the actual book yet. But if you want to know more about what I think of this and the, what's that other one called? The Babysitter Lives. Tune in for the next vlog and find out how that goes. I'm going to be doing my cozy desserts also, which will be a dessert coffee and apple crisp. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night. Happy reading. Bye.